Lynette Zing addressed the issues about rising inflation prices and the drop in precious metal prices. She explained how this can be used as a golden opportunity to reserve silver for future. She said that airline prices have spiked 40% or used car prices that have spiked 45%, hotel rooms that have spiked like 40%. What's going to be interesting to see is whether prices come down. What the Fed is talking about is the speed of inflation being transitory, not inflation being transitory even though they'll refer to it. The problem that they see is our inflation expectations would unanchor inflation expectations and then people would go ahead and pull their purchases forward. They want them to do it on debt because the banks, their loan books have been going down. There's so many unintended consequences. They are between a rock and a hard place because the tool that they have to tame inflation is our interest rates. We don't know how about stopping or slowing down all of these asset purchases, mortgage-backed securities and treasuries. Can they raise interest rates? Can they stop those purchases? Lynette answers no. Once that genie is out of the bag, we saw them attempt to do it in 2016. And what happened in September of 2019 in the reverse repo market? Then they had to go in. That's really when they started the QE. Back again in earnest. It wasn't because of the pandemic. It started before that. And you now have disruption in the repo market again because of all of this liquidity. There's nothing they can really do because they already have done so much already. They have been paying bonuses. McDonald's pays a bonus for somebody to come in and they have been raising wages. But so on the one hand, it looks like a lot of people are better off. But when you take into account food inflation, rent inflation, all of the inflations that matter to the normal human being, their wages have actually declined by 1.7 even at a 15 buck an hour average. Is that a living wage? No, it's not a living wage. By design, the system average wages never ever keep up with inflation. But now they are talking about, and once you give them that wage, which is one of the reasons why they created the fiat system to begin with. But once you give them that higher wage, you can't take that away either. Once you give something, you can't take it away. So this is what they call sticky because it's going to be around. But does that really help the person that's making an average wage? As per Lynette, no, it doesn't. Prices are increasing on the goods and services that we do use. Food inflation globally is a huge issue, and we see that in hyperinflation, where food becomes the single biggest issue for people. Food, water, energy, security, barterability, wealth preservation, community and shelter. These are the things that we need all of the time to have a reasonable standard of living. They were not ready to crash the paper market, yet we were looking for an additional postponement, but that's even better. So that's really what it's about because a rising gold price is an indication of a failing currency. So can they postpone everything until 2023? Lynette answers that maybe, maybe not. We don't know because at some point that it is highly probable that they will lose control and whether or not that is a choice is also questionable. Because you never let a good crisis go to waste and we have to feel a tremendous amount of pain in order to just save. We saw the dollar go up because of the anticipation of in 2022 or 2023. The Fed raising the rates and therefore that attracts more money in there. We expect the value, the purchasing power value to continue to decline. It's declining more rapidly than we have ever seen it. And that's just because we are at the end now. The value of the dollar against other currencies is going to be dependent upon all of the manipulations inside of the foreign exchange currencies. But what really impacts everybody that's listening to this and watching this is what you can buy with that currency. They are going to raise the debt ceiling. We don't even know why they have it to bring it up as an issue. This is now expiring at the end of 2 years, and the other part of that is that all of the new debt and the new money rather that was taken on by the treasury are created and the treasury is being holding. They have to get rid of about another 400 billion by August. That means that's more cash that goes into the system, which is part of what's exacerbating. Going back to the reverse repos is exacerbating that problem which they had to create in 2013 so they could attempt to experimental. It's all experimental. Absorb the excess cash to stabilize those interest rates on the Fed fund rates. and the overnight rates that they paid. It is the house of cards. It is a dangerous house of cards. One misstep could topple that. There's a finite amount of this. This is just a 1 ounce silver round, and there's a finite amount to that. There's an unlimited amount of paper. We appreciate it because we can just keep buying it at severely undervalued levels. Thank you to central banks and manipulators. The Reddit trade is attempting another run at silver, but as the talking heads on CNBC said the other day, there's so much silver out there. By saying this, Lynette concludes her statement. So please let me know your thoughts about Lynette views. And do share this video into your community, like and subscribe to our channel. And please also tell me in the comment section on which topic should I create my next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.